So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Well, Jim, Tony Adams, of course, is the absolute colossus in defence, isn't he?
Absolutely, and we all know about his defensive prowess and his leadership, but I think a lot of people overlook his versatility and his adaptability.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's the way he's developed a more expansive, front-footed game over the years. That's highly impressive.
McTominay. McTominay carries the ball down the right. Rummenigge, and this is Messi, and he's cut it out. Mohamed Salah.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Ibrahimovic, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And that's a dangerous ball. Real chance! Oh, this looks sharp.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Knocks it into space. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Mohamed Salah. Shot a goal! Still goalless at the moment. And it's Salah. Nicely weighted ball. McTominay gets good distance on it. And they're back on the ball again. Mohamed Salah threads one in. There's the shot! They've scored! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time.
Great chance! They've scored! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Played with finesse. Chance for a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Ibrahimovic in the hunt and looking threatening. Cafu will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that has been slung wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Roberto Carlos. Now McTominay. And it's Yaya Toure. Oh, good-looking ball. Is there any... And Messi! Oh, off the bar! Saliba can get it clear. Odo. Mohamed Salah, who does have an assist to his name. Batistuta. He's got away. It's a throw-in. Mohamed Salah is fouled. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And he's there to clear it. Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. Cafu. Spread out to the left. Plays a sharp little ball here. Delivered with swing.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Cafu plays it short. And this... Roberto Carlos! Cleared without complication. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Tries to pass it through. Rafinha. And the first half is done. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
So once again, we're underway. Now, can they get him away? Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. McTominay. Yaya Toure. Here's Roberto Carlos. And it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's there to belt it away. Can he get on the end of this? Kirkchu. Oh, he's burst through. He's having a shot! He's got a goal! And they've got their lead back. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Red Star are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Red Star take the lead. Red Star appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Has a look and plays it forward.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Looking to play him in. Good ball, good take. Batistuta. And that has been cleared. Cafu. So what can they make of this? Odo. Batistuta. Now that's well seen too.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Messi going face-to-face with his great... Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Passes short and sharp. Can he finish?
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Cafu. And this is Ibrahimovic. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cafu going face-to-face with his great rival. He's on it, can he get away? And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos, good driving run.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lovely bit of skill. Messi, nice bit of trickery. Chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
O'Shea. Back into the middle. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Serves up across. And he's cleared it back out.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Goes for a shot! They've done it! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Substitutions taking place.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Mohamed Salah! They want to be quick to recover this.
Number 14, Johan Cruyff.
Can he spark a counter here? And here's Lewandowski.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Kukçu producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And that's going to be a booking. A probing pass. And this is Mohamed Salah.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. That's beautifully weighted. Lovely shapes to shoot! Oh, what about that? Late in the day! way! This could well be it!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold? And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Thrilling, nail-biting. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery, the defence don't... Oh no, what has happened here? That's a throw.
Peter, I think there's a good chance that opposition strikers today will have their work cut out with Vitor Baia, simply because he's been a high achiever all through his career, and that winning mentality remains very, very strong.
Yeah, they judge keepers by absence of mistakes, and he makes very few.
I'd be happy playing with him behind me.
McTominay. Cafu. Yaya Toure. Mitoma. Fired deep to... He's got full! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Not the most accurate pass. Cafu making good progress on the right-hand side. Out to the left it goes. Cross needs to be good. Cafu can get it clear. Nicely aimed pass. That pass has been well intercepted. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Now, can they get him away? He's in plenty of space here. No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Messi. Rummenigge is onto this. Messi. He's having a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Messi has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Cafu. Here's Doku. Looking for the run. Shapes to shoot! Rummenigge is onto it in a flash. And it's Messi. Roberto Carlos. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rummenigge, cross in.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Rummenigge clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Hullet. Messi, he has a look up. And he's found a way, and a shot! Cafu. Stoichkov. Doku providing an outlet on that flank. That's really good defending. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Opts for safety. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for a runner. And he's intervened well there. O'Shea has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Mitoma. Hullet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Maradona. Nice interception, well timed. Stoichkov with the short one. Played with finesse. Oh, what has happened here? Doku trying to keep this in. Stood up well to him there. There's the whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there, we've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Here we go again.
Jeff, Chiba have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Hullet tidy with his distribution. Knocks it into space. Rummenigge. Oh, that's a fine interception. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Doku. And it's Stoichkov. Knocks it out wide. And it's Maradona. Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's played it back.
He had nobody else to help out there. When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And Maradona. And it's played in. Big header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Stoichkov. Maradona. Up he goes! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Can he get on the end of this? Cantona.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Stoichkov. And the shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a good run down the right. Over to the left. Mbappe. Showing good feet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, right place, right time. Maradona. Now it's Cantona. It's a really well-measured ball. Mitoma. And here's Hullet. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's gone looking for safety. Referee's given a throw. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Hullet. Number 13, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 19, Messi. Number 10, Mitoma. Coming on the field.
Might be danger here. This might... Oh, shooting chance!
Number 11,
And he's really put himself on the line here.
Number 25, Neymar. Substitution.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short, and this is Cruyff. And this is Roberto Carlos. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Cafu. And this is Cruyff.
Jeff Chiba really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And that interception was most Davids has been caught there, it's a foul. And the referee's come over, it's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Great defending, strong and determined.
When you're struggling for numbers, you try to create that defensive compactness and conserve energy, but fatigue begins to play a much bigger role, and it may well yet make all the difference here.
Neymar. Corner number 2 then. Cafu goes short. And this is Yaya Toure! And it's come back out to him. Oh, what about that? Finally! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Number 2.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Cross, he gets big! No, not the best of headers. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Well, that pass isn't the best. Very much into the last knockings.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? He's done particularly well there. It's wonderful focus.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He is through here. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Neymar has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Defending of the desperate variety. Mbappe! He can get that clear. That's the throw. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Davids, nicely spread, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Davids. That's the end. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Hernes, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
He's picked... There's the shot! Tries to play it through. Can he get onto this? With Toma. Pull it. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And this is Messi. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Messi. Cafu. Now Mitoma. Showing good feet. And a chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cafu is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cafu goes short. Mitoma! And now they can spring out of defence. He's onside. Messi. Great chance! Goes looking wide. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Drogba. What a throw in. Beckenbauer. And it's Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yaya Toure. Mitoma is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Cafu. He's in a great position here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Hullet. Great vision. He's in space and looking for options. Rashford. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Cafu. Looking tidy in possession here. And that has been knocked clear. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Yaya Toure. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. Hakimi is in a really good position out wide. Now it's Rashford. And this is Azar. It's Azar! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Mateus. Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Played out to the left flank. Gets into some space. Cross deflected behind for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Mateus is onto this. Cleared without hesitation. Yaya Toure. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. That's a sharp pass. Looking for options. Can he finish? It's in! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
After 40 minutes is number 4.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Davids. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Hullet absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Davids. Spread out to the left.
There will be
And it's
1 minute
Neymar.
added time.
And it's Hakimi. Davids. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
Here we go again then.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Gets a good foot in there. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Rashford! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Mateus. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's Hullet. Hullet turns back here, probably the best option. Cafu strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
He's played it back. And Mateus. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that's neat.
Wow, look who's involved.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
And it's Rashford. Rashford has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Hakimi picks it up now. Tries to get it clear. Oh, now here's an interesting match. Drogba! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Cafu. Yaya Toure. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Cafu. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neymar.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now, this could be a chance. Can he get it through? Neymar pinches it off him.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Yaya Toure. Mateus. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Messi. Oh, that's nice. Little pass back.
He had nobody else to help.
There's the header! Davids is there to clear. And that's gone loose. And he's chosen to go back. Cafu will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, good ball!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Mateus running with the ball. Has a look and plays it forward. And it's Neymar. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Now it's Hullet. Oh, look at the space here. And it's made its way to him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Into the last 5 minutes. And that is as far as they're going to go. It's a promising position.
Jeff Chiba really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Davids. I think we're just about done here. Now it's Drogba. That's that, the end. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Pullet picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Borussia Dortmund claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And it's been taken short. Rodrigo, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And now they can spring out of defence. Rodrigo crosses it in. Well, that has not gone well. And this is Bebeto. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's had it nicked away. And he's forced to go back.
For me, Peter, Albert Ferrer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
And of course he played in that most famous of all Catalan dream teams.
Yeah, not one of its most glamorous members maybe, but definitely one of the most important.
Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And he was quick to react. Martinez. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. He's away! Borussia Dortmund applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Opts for safety. He shifted it to the flank. And here's Messi. And this is Ibrahimovic. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, nicely intercepted. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Messi. And Messi! Same again, same outcome.
Jeff, Chiba really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Cafu plays it short, turns and goes back. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Decent progress down the left. That is ended up in no man's land. Cafu is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And here's Messi. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Pedri. Knocks it into space. Oh, this looks sharp. Albert Ferrer spots it and intercepts. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Jeff Chiba clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Good ball, good take. Defending of the desperate variety. And that'll be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the... Terrific header! And he has kept it out somehow!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Tries to play it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's there to get it away. Ball is over the line. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Yaya Toure. And this is Ibrahimovic. Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's going to go a long way. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now there's a fine ball. Big chance! It's in!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
He's had it taken off him.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's a pretty loose pass. And it's played forward. Can he get on the end of this? Takes aim and climbs up big! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Xavi Simons is offering a wry smile there.
They've played it short. No outsmarting him this time. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cafu, your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Oh, it's Bebeto. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. And he's picked it up out wide. Crosses it in. It's a mighty effort! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Cafu goes short. He's on it. Can he get away? There's the shot! They've done it! He has gobbled up his 20th goal.
The goal scorer after 68 minutes is number 24.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And it's Pedri. Conte. Pressure coming in from all directions. Mbappe. Swept in.
Substitution on the field. Number 15.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 11, Ibrahimovic.
And he's there to clear it.
19, Messi. Coming on the field.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, good take, great chance!
Filippo Inzaghi. Number 9, Iniesta.
Mitoma looking for the run. That's been slipped through. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he's on a charge. Mitoma.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Strong running down that left flank. And here's Roberto Carlos. Iniesta. Iniesta purring through the gears. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, smashing header! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
The goal scorer for Borussia Dortmund after 84
So here comes the substitution. Messi getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Substitution on the field. Number 10. Mitoma.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
McTominay conjures time and space where few can. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Gattuso. Iniesta. Iniesta takes control of it and he's on the move. That's good play. He's taking on the lot of them, and he's managed to get free. Here comes the corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Cafu with the short one. Gattuso stood his ground strongly. Iniesta receives it in a good position here. Mbappe. And it's Messi. And Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. It's run loose here. And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Yaya Toure, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Jeff, Chiba truly have the look of a...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Looking to play him in. Oh, this... Can he finish? And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. McTominay. Now he's off and running. And it's made its way to him. This looks promising. Oh, he's... Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Serginho. Beckenbauer. Alexander-Arnold. Looking for options for movement. Roberto Carlos.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Messi. Well, we always look the favourite there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a cute ball. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he's forced to go back.
Jeff, Chiba are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Great vision. That's a shade optimistic. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Roberto Carlos. Played through into space. Picked out brilliantly. Ronaldinho. Maradona has created one goal already.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's good play, and he's whipped it across. And that has been knocked clear. Mitoma. And the counter is on. Can he get it through? Now it's Messi. Neymar. And it's Maradona. Now it's Maradona. He's shifting through the gears here. Cleared without complication. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Plays a sharp little ball here. Maradona! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And it's hoisted clear. Deep cross. Oh, smashing header! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And yes, it's him again. So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Ronaldinho producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Mitoma. Here's Roberto Carlos. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Now it's Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. Messi is onto this. Now it's Tura. And a shot! It's in! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
It's a mighty effort! It's in! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
And it's kept. And the first 45 minutes are up.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
And we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And it's Neymar. And it's been played through. He's had it taken off him. Yaya Toure. O'Shea. For Yaya Toure. Played out towards the right wing. Cafu tries to play it through. Messi gets into a good position. Messi stood his ground strongly. In by... He's got full. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Now it's Neymar. Foot in. Yaya Toure.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Maradona. Now, can they get him away? And this is Batistuta. He's come through and he's had a quick look in. Chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
The goal scorer after 58 minutes.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Javier Zanetti goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
Kokchu. Mitoma. For O'Shea. And it's Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure, looking for options for movement. Batistuta! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Darwin. Now it's Bale.
That's good play from him.
He has found the way through. Nunez! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short, and it's De Bruyne. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And this is Henderson. Can he get on the... And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. And they've switched it over to the other side. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Still goalless. Gnabry. That is a great pick out. Face to face. Shot, surely! He's scored! The breakthrough strike. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Madrid have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oh, well played, well played. And here's Batistuta. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Jeff Chiba really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Jordan Henderson. Played out wide. Early ball. He gets big. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Mitoma. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Wow, look who's involved.
He's found a way through. That has ended up in no man's land. Madrid have it back and can go again. Kokchu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Jordan Henderson. Roberto Carlos. And it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Messi. And this is Batistuta. And he's heaved it away and claimed it back swiftly. Now Yaya Toure.
Jeff Chiba certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Tries to play it through. Kukchu. Oh, good spread. Bale hurtling down that right flank. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's on it, can he get away? Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Yaya Toure. Now it's Hullet.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Shoots! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Cafu goes short. Hullet! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game, and it's been taken short. Hullet! Bale. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Big chance! And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the game has already resumed here.
Jeff Chiba really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Chance for a shot! He's scored! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That is a brilliant interception.
Jeff Chiba have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Zanetti. De Bruyne. Looking for a runner. Decent chance! And it's in! And they're back in front! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Messi crosses it in, and he's taking no chances there.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Can he get it through? He's having a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Batistuta deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Rijkaard. Gnabry. And it's Henderson. Now he's got space here. O'Shea cuts out the pass. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now, can they get him away? He's in a great position here. And it's Roberto Carlos. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's managed to get free. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's done. Can he finish? Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Bale! Now, who's going to be first to this?
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's shifting through the gears here. Nicely shaped ball. And this is Bale. Bale's cross.
Well played and well cleared.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Bale. And that has left him in a heap. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Rummenigge, he has a look up. De Bruyne. And he's well positioned here. And smartly reclaimed. Good ball, good take. Could have here their final chance.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
And this is Cruyff. And that's a throw-in. Madrid can make their change now with a break in play.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Rijkaard. Oh no, this does not look good. Rummenigge. Oh, shapes to shoot! They want to be quick to recover this. Van Dijk. And the referee brings it to a close. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Well, after all of that, Jim, So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Toma.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got the ball. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Van Bouten. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Howson. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski, can he get on the end of this? And that is expertly dealt with. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Can he get it through? He's had a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Hullet. He is through here. Now the delivery, and he was alert to it. Roberto Carlos does well to get it back. And it's Yaya Toure. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Jordan Henderson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Kawasaki Frontale trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. But that has not gone well. Might be danger here. Raul.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Rijkaard. Nicely worked. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Yaya Toure turns back here, probably the best option. And here's Inzaghi. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. De Jong. And it's De Jong. Gets into some space. There's the crossfield ball. Mitoma is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Roberto Carlos, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Lewandowski. And here's Raul. Looking here to chip it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Roberto Carlos. Great vision. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Lewandowski was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Jordan Henderson and Lewandowski. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Now the cross. That's a decent clearance. Yaya Toure. Mitoma. Jordan Henderson. De Jong. He's going for goal! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Played in deep. Cleared away. Pass somewhat off target. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Plays the return pass. De Jong. O'Shea cuts out the pass. Mitoma, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Hullet. And it's Roberto Carlos. Lewandowski. So what can they make of this? It's played through for him. Look at the space here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Chiellini. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Jong. That's a pretty loose pass. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Chance! And yes, it's there! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Hullet taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Ball swung in. Oh, he's been caught on it. He's having a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Substitution.
Kawasaki Frontale can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. And he can't get it over the wall. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Kawasaki Frontal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Chance, surely! It's bounced back off the post. It's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Rummenigge duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Ahead by two and just about into the home straight. Spread it left with Toma. He's picked his way through. Lovely feet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Yaya Toure. McTominay, very much a man of this moment. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well timed, excellent interception. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Elects to cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Yaya Toure. Oh, he's got a side of... De Jong! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
De Jong really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Henderson! Harmlessly behind. That's the end. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. That's an imaginative pass. Messi is flagged offside. Toma tries to pass it through.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Picked out brilliantly. He's played it back. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Raul. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Turns back here, probably the best option. And here's Hullet.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Out of play for a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And he's forced to go back. O'Shea.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Cafu. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cafu is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Torres. Bale. It's a mighty effort! And he has kept it out somehow.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cafu. That's been slipped through. And he's got the real chance! There it is! So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Bale is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
McTominay. Cafu. Now it's Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through. Looking for the run. Mitoma. Here's Roberto Carlos. And it's Yaya Toure. Opts for safety. Cafu, who's set up 1 goal so far. And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Shot at goal! And it's in! Barcelona are back in business! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Number 20, Fernando Torres.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Yaya Toure. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bullet. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Bullet really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Yaya Toure being hunted in packs.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
And here's Torres. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Bale!
Jeff Chiba, they've got away with it this time, but I think if they carry on giving away free kicks in positions like that, I think they'll be made to pay. They've got to be very careful. Just a little more discipline is called for.
Yaya Toure. Now it's Messi. And it's Hullet. Almost an hour gone. Roberto Carlos purring through the gears. And now the breakaway. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Bale. Bale! And he can clear it away. Rummenigge. Now, what about a counter-attack? Roberto Carlos. That is good alertness. Hakimi. Torres might just make this. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And here's Raul. Now it's De Bruyne. Takes a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, what a climb! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Fernando Torres certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Rummenigge, who got amongst the goals, is being taken off now.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us, though. There's no obvious sign of injury or fatigue.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, can he get onto this? De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Now there's a fine ball. Fernando Torres. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Nicely weighted ball. Musiala.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
In by Fernando Torres. Can he spark a counter here? And here's Inzaghi. Cafu, back they go.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Inzaghi. Cafu.
Jeff Chiba really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Inzaghi. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
De Bruyne does really well to win the ball there. Musiala. Bale. Played into space. Roll gets flagged offside. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Neymar getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Substitution on the field. Number 2, Cafu. Number 10, Mitoma. Coming on the field, number 15, Panas. Number 25, Neymar.
And that is out of play. Van Bauten. De Bruyne. Here's Rodri. Shot. Bale! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Number 13, Gareth Bale.
Barcelona making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Barcelona complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
There will be 5 minutes.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And it's Roberto Carlos. And this is it's Ibrahimovic! Neymar powering forward here. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Bale. And it's Neymar. Neymar puts his foot on the gas. Fernando Torres. And there goes the final whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Jeff, Chiba, absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. Gives it back. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Ambitious ball here. And he gets rid in a hurry. Now it's Forlan. Out to the left it goes. Pedro Neto has it out wide and in space. He slings it in. Oh, what drive! Now that is commitment to the cause. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now he's off and running.
You know, Peter, there's a player down there who I've always admired, Carlos Puyol. This game is not all about technique and skill. You need big hearts too, and they don't come any bigger than Puyol's.
Yeah, that is one leader of men. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. He's trying to hit the front line here. He's had it taken off him. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Salah. Neymar. Opts for safety. Looking for the run. And this is quite a chance! And that has been clubbed away. Neither side yet able to find the net. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's a player who has defined a generation. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Mitoma. Knocks it into space. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. And this is Hullet. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now Yaya Toure. Turns back here, probably the best option. It's a pretty loose pass. Cruyff. Neymar. Forlan. Now it's Cruyff. And he's got the beating of his man. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's Messi. Rummenigge. And that's really well manoeuvred. It's a loose ball. Ruben Dias gets it away. Azar. Cruyff. That's a little off target. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Pedro Neto. The ball goes in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Neymar. It's Forlan! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Defending of the death. And he shoots! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Ruben Dias. Now it's Azar. Neymar. O'Shea clears it away. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. It's a really well-measured ball. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Adams is the guilty party there. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. That was travelling. O'Shea.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And this is Messi. Rummenigge.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the game has already resumed here. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Delicate chance, surely! Johan Cruyff, unequalled in the history of our beautiful game.
And you know, this could well prove to be a pivotal moment in the match too. One of the star names scoring an absolute cracker to change the complexion of this second half. In front once more and with momentum.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Cruyff really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Cruyff providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, what a climb! He scores! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's 2 now without reply. Terrific header! He's got a goal! Right back in the game! Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Gets a good foot in there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Messi. Pedro Neto is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Cruyff. And it's Puyol. Not the most accurate pass. Mohamed Salah is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Hullet. Neymar.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can...
Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Flamengo can now introduce the first of their substitutes, Nico Williams. Coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Neymar, and it's Salah. Tries to pass it through. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Roberto Carlos. Half an hour gone in the second half. Roberto Carlos. Forlan. Can he spark a counter here? Mohamed Salah. Now, can they get him away? He slid. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Substitution.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
And now he has 2. So now the difference is 3. Played into space. Now it's Pedro Neto. Forlan. And the shot! Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure. And here's Hullet. And it's Roberto Carlos. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Hullet. Nico Williams. Well, that has not gone well. Looking to play him in. And this is Messi! Keeper's got his work done.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Cafu goes short. And he's quick to get it clear again. Cafu. Yaya Toure. And it's Roberto Carlos. Here's Roberto Carlos.
That was lovely, that.
Looking for options for movement. Chance for a shot! Nico Williams. Pedro Neto. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Jeff, Chiba desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Some really good ball movement. Oh, what has happened here? Good take, and is he in? Tonali. Well, that has not gone well. It's Thuram. Rummenigge. Now it's Hullet. And here's Messi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Julie will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Inzaghi! It's run loose, who's going to get there? There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Rijkaard certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Roberto Carlos. Can he get it through? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
No goals as yet. Now it's Hullet. And it's Inzaghi. Looking to play him in. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Real chance! Goal! Marseille! Marseille have the lead! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Tonali gets into a good position. Looking for options for movement. Flashes it across. Hullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Buffon gets good distance on it.
Jeff Chiba are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Thuram. That's an imaginative pass. Out of play for a goal kick. Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. No, he's not getting his way this time. And he's gone searching crossfield. Messi shoots! It's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Tonali is the guilty party there. Rummenigge. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. And it's Yaya Toure. Cafu. And this is Hullet. Goes for a shot! And he's done it! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And yes, it's him again. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And the keeper beats it away.
3 minutes added time.
Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Messi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rijkaard. Tonali plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Nicely shaped ball. And we hit half-time. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Roberto Carlos. Tonali. And it's Cáceres. Robertson. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And it's Puyol. Carvajal. Aimed beyond the defence. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rijkaard. Great vision. He's in a great position here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's had it nicked away. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Cafu. It's a good run down the right. Gets a good foot in there. Tonali goes on a charge down the left. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Marseille really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Thuram producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? That is good alertness. Cafu, nicely weighted ball. And this is Hullet. Goes long and straight. Thuram. Now it's Tonali. Oh, that's well spotted. Robertson. And he's forced to go back. Ball played for Rijkaard. Julie. Knocks it into space. He's on it, can he get away? There's the delivery.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
A probing pass, chips it through. And he's certainly onside here. Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Picked out brilliantly. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Tries to play it through. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Substitution.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 4, Hullitz. Number 19, Messi.
In
Number
again.
25,
McTominay can get it clear.
Number 18, Roberto Carlos. Coming on the field, number 21, Filippo Inzaghi. Number 7, Turn. Number 9, Iniesta. Number 3, Maldini.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Substitutions taking place.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. Very much into the last knockings. And here's Thuram.
Jeff Chiba nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Puyol. And it's Robertson.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
That's Rijkaard. And he's picked it up out wide. Delivery from Danny Carvajal.
That's good defensive concentration.
Now, can they get him away? Ah, that's a fine interception. That's going to go a long way. And there goes the final whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Yaya Toure. Baresi. Turns back here, probably the best option. Looking to play him in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Roberto Carlos. Baresi. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. And here's Hullet. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
McTominay gets over and intercepts. Baresi. That's good running with the ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Cafu gives it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And it's Yaya Toure. Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Yaya Toure. Oh, there's a probing ball. Hullet. And Hullet! Superb from Hullet! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And that really is so impressive. So the first goal of the game. Torres! A real chance and a real let-off.
Fernando Torres clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Knocks it into space. Hazard has it out wide and in space. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Lampard! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rummenigge, there he goes, motoring forward. Now that's a fine challenge. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. And now they can clear their lines. They get a throw in. And it's Makalele. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's been slipped through. Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Hazard in acres of space out wide.
Jeff Chiba really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Rummenigge. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Makalele has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. He has found the way through. Climbs up big! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Looking for the run. And this is Torres. Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Messi, played out to the left flank. Rummenigge. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. They've played it short, and it's Hakimi. And here's a shot at goal! And now they can spring out of defence. Hakimi calmly anticipates. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lampard receives it in a wide position. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And he's managed to get free. That is good strength. Chance for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cafu plays it short. Real chance here. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. That has been slung wide. Borussia Dortmund are looking to break at pace. He's found a way through. Now, can they get it? Can he finish? Cafu. Oh, they can break here. Good ball over the top. Thinks about the shot. And the shot! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Could be danger here. Nice control. Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Cafu. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yaya Toure can see things others simply cannot. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Hakimi. Beckenbauer. Hazard. Oh, that is a nice touch. McTominay did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Tries to play it through. Roberto Carlos. And he's there to belt it away. Ball is over the line.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Can he get onto this?
Gullit. Number 10, Mitoma. Number 19, Messi. Coming on the field, number 21,
Beckenbauer.
Filippo Inzaghi. Number 11, Ibrahimovic. Number 25,
Doué going face-to-face with his great rival.
Iniesta.
Substitution.
And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah will not want to lose out here. Decent chance! Drogba had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
And he's forced to go back. Makaleli. Played for Lampard. And it's Hakimi. Neymar wins the duel this time. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Passing is crisp and sharp. Inzaghi. It's Inzaghi! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
You could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
It's their second corner of the game. Cafu with the short one. No way through, so back it comes. Roberto Carlos engages and forces him off the ball. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Doué. Now that looks a decent ball. He's onside. There's the delivery. Keeper's dealt with that. Iniesta quietly revving up. Over to the left. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Looking for options for movement. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed.